My voice. What is my voice worth? What does this world care about one half brown, not beautiful, extremely poor, nobody of a girl? What do I have to contribute to dialogues that have raged for thousands of years? Thousands of words in now dead languages, thousands of drops of blood over color, position, power, money, gender, sexuality, capability. Who am I to tell you? Sometimes my anger is tinged with jealousy. Jealousy that I have to think of this. Jealousy that you never have to find words. Jealousy that when the world gets too much, strong white arms and strong blue badges wrap their Kevlar around you and not me. What am I to think? That my words, my language, my twisting of the mother tongue, twisted so badly that the root is lost to time, will be perceived as anything other than just that much more whining. I have food, I have shelter. I need to remember. Children in Africa are dying. Well, children from Africa are dying here, and we don't remember them. Maybe we should offer them our food and shelter, or maybe, shall we just tell them to be grateful for what they have? What are these words worth? Are they worth the time I have taken to write them? Are they worth the time it took you to read them? Are they worth the unease, the slight fever of dread of the backlash from friends, from colleagues, from fellow artists and agitators who cannot condone words that condemn their actions? Will you listen? Will you care? Or will you just remind yourself that a half-brown, ugly, poor girl is no threat to you in a society that belongs to whole white, beautifully wealthy men?
Steve Cannon, local poet, playwright, and actor. Freedom, Equality poem. What does it mean to be free? Being able to leave your home without fear of being accosted. That's what it means. What does equality look like? It looks like we are all treated the same everywhere we go. That's what it looks like. What does it mean to be free? Not having to tell your children that they have to be extra careful when going out in public because of the color of their skin. That's what it looks like. What does equality look like? Being able to have the same access to healthcare, education, and safety. That's what it looks like. What does it mean to be free? Being able to follow your dreams, whatever they might be it president or Supreme Court justice. That's what it looks like. What does equality look like? Being treated the same by police officers when pulled over for a broken taillight. That's what equality looks like. Definition of freedom is the power or right to act, speak, or think as one wants without hindrance or restraint. Definition of equality is the state of being equal, especially in status, rights, and opportunities. These definitions say nothing about the color of your skin. We are all entitled to freedom and equality. That's what that looks like.
Equality. That was the key principle. Everyone, every single human being, whether he was a millionaire or a beggar, was of equal value. The right to life and dignity, to freedom and love, and beauty and bread to eat, is a right that must always be equal to all. There are no superior and inferior people, no superior race, no in-between race, and no slave race. People may not be at all alike in terms of their fate, their money, their appearance, or their personalities, but they are all equal.
I wrote this poem back in 2016. Who would have imagined things could have gotten so much worse since then? This is The American Beat by Christopher Nevin Johnston. Oh, politicians with tiny hands, paper-thin skin, and unnatural tans are surely getting the best of me. From email scandals and conspiracies to proven lies and treachery, there's so much ugliness on my TV. Anti-vaxxers and climate deniers, bullshit artists, Catholic school survivors, everyone's got something upsetting to decree. So go ahead and push and pull, host your own damn pundit show, attack the rich while you roll in dough. Just remember to sign my petition, please. See, all lives matter, but some are worth more. Don't believe? Well, then check the score. If you're black or gay or grew up poor, chances are you've experienced much more discrimination and revolving doors than the ruling class would have you believe. So do-si-do your best Bernie bro, or break a hip at the Clinton show. Just don't believe every damn thing that you read. 'Cause guns are cool and they're great in schools. Who could learn without packing tools? You never know when you might need to shoot the breeze. So what is best and who is right? The far out left or ultra right? Is there a middle option for you and me? I'll take my medicine, I'll swallow my pride, I'll accept whichever train we ride, just so long as it's not some damn libertarian lunacy. I guess time will tell, and fair enough. So cast a spell, because what the fuck? We're all just marching to our own beat.
The AntiSuffragists by Charlotte Anna Perkins Gilman. Fashionable women in luxurious homes, with men to feed them and clothe them and pay their bills, bow, doff the hat, and fetch the handkerchief. Hostess or guest, and always so supplied with graceful deference and courtesy, surrounded by their servants, horses, dogs. These tell us they have all the rights they want. Successful women who have won their way alone with the strength of their unaided arm, or helped by friends, or softly climbing up by the sweet aid of women's influence, successful in any way, and caring not for any other woman's unsuccess. These tell us they have all the rights they want. Religious women of the feebler sort, not the religion of a righteous world, a free, enlightened, upward-reaching world, but the religion that considers life as something to be backed out of, whose ideal is to renounce, submit, and sacrifice, counting on being patted on the head and given a high chair when they get to heaven. These tell us they have all the rights they want. Ignorant women, college-bred sometimes, but ignorant of life's realities and principles of righteous government, and how the privileges they enjoy were won with the blood and tears by those before. Those they condemn, whose ways they now oppose, saying, "Why not leave well enough alone? Our world is very pleasant as it is." These tell us they have all the rights they want. And selfish women, pigs in petticoats, rich, poor, wise, unwise, top or bottom round, but all sublimely innocent of thought and guiltless of ambition, save the one deep, voiceless aspiration to be fed. These have no use for rights or duties more. Duties today are more than they can meet, and law ensures their right to clothes and food. They tell us they have all the rights they want. And more's the pity, some good women too, good conscientious women with ideas, who think, or think they think, that a woman's cause is best advanced by letting it alone, that she somehow is not a human being, not to be helped on by human means, just adding to humanity, an L, a wing, a branch, an extra, not mankind. These tell us they have all the rights they want. And out of these has come a monstrous thing, a strange, down-sucking whirlpool of disgrace, women uniting against womanhood, and using that great name to hide their sin. Vain are their words, that as that old king's command who set his will against the rising tide. But who shall measure the historic shame of these poor traitors? Traitors are they all to great democracy and womanhood.